It's a good question. Everything started like 4 years ago, and actually it started in Venice. Although we had some conversation with Jessica and Peter by email, because I met the producer who started the film in Cannes the same year, but basically I met them in Venice here at Quattro Fontane. We had the first meeting, they were having interviews there, so that was the first real thing. We talked, we liked each other, we understood we were talking the same language, and I knew their previous films very well, Cada, Caltiplano in the 5th season, and I adored them. So because I really find Jessica and Peter one of the few directors with strong vision nowadays, which is not so often. And it's funnily enough, 4 years later we meet in Venice with the film completed, premiering in the official selection of the festival, which is a very good feeling. After the first meeting 4 years ago, which was the beginning of a beautiful friendship, we kept on meeting and keeping in touch by emails and talking about the development of the script, basically, because many things were still not fixed, and the development of the script was the most important part. Then, of course, production-wise, we were thinking of different options, because in the film we have all the Balkans, Serbia, Montenegro, Albania, many countries were involved, Bosnia also. But at one point it became clear, of course it was a production decision, that the best and the most efficient way to shoot the film will be only in Bulgaria, because you don't move all the crews, and Bulgaria can offer the Balkans more or less. So funnily enough, everything in the film is shot in Bulgaria. Without the support of the Bulgarian National Film Center, it wouldn't have happened the way it happened. But still, it's a very good example for how to make up productions, because the story goes naturally in connection with Bulgaria. So the script is connected. It's happened there, and for Bulgaria, I think it was a pretty good chance to invest in a co-production, which is premiering in the official selection of Venice, and to show that even small countries can bring a lot on board for films like that, for like The King of Belgium. But this is a great example of co-production, because Bulgaria is the set for the whole film. And I think it's just a good lesson for the Bulgarian National Film Center, how you travel. With small money, but you travel. And actually we got the biggest support from the film center, which was a good thing. And I would say a few words that they have to go in this direction to develop more and more co-production, which is anyway the future of the production in Europe.
Stefan came to our country house in the town of Trân, which is 80 kilometers from Bulgaria, and for 2 days we were scouting the area around, and I explained Peter that the tradition, one of the greatest traditions of this area is yogurt, and actually the doctor who discovered the bacil which makes yogurt from milk is born in this area. We went to his house, and it happened in 1905. He discovered this bacteria, which is called Lactobacillus bulgaricus. And I told Peter that every year in June there is a yogurt festival in this town, and he liked the idea to have such thing, and especially he tasted the best yogurt possible, made by the woman who is champion every year at this festival, and it came in the film afterwards. Since we had a more or less clear idea what to be the locations, and since the script was developed well enough to be ready for applications in the funds, we applied to the Bulgarian National Film Center. and we got 160,000 euros from them, which was a great support, and it made it possible this film to be a real co-production with Bulgaria. Not only they to use the services, what Bulgarian professionals and locations could offer, and it is a real co-production in all possible levels. The most impressive Bulgarian participation for me, besides the elements of the culture, the landscapes, is the participation of the choir, the Black Sea Sirens. Actually, this choir is consisted by professional singers who sing in the best Bulgarian choirs, including Mystery of Bulgarian Voices, Quartet Nightingale, Slave, Ensemble Philip Kutev, and others. And it was, I mean, for me, when I was a child, I used to sing in a choir, and I knew part of the songs these women were singing, and it was very touching for me because I went back in time, but also I felt with them very close. So I was kind of go-between the women and the team. Even I sang a couple of songs with them.
They were very nice. They were really, really very nice people. So spending a lot of time in Bulgaria, like in totally 6 weeks from home, it was like for all of us a really magical journey.